Sis, you better keep this conversation going because it's so necessary. What's good, John Lonnie Appleton? I am a healthy family advocate. If that is your type of content, please consider following, commenting, sharing, and reposting videos to help grow our community. Look, first and foremost, how many other conversations have you heard about feminine energy? I went into my spiritual woo-woo group and I was like, hey, can somebody point me to some resources so I could learn more about feminine energy? And the one book that I downloaded, it's talking about marriage. I don't even really know. It was good what I was listening to, but I was like, this isn't telling me what feminine energy is. Like, what is it? And the reason why I bring that up is because who really is secure enough to move into something that we know nothing about? We know that we're tired. That is the state that everyone in the world is in. We all know we're fucking tired. Whether it's being masculine, whether it's, the rat race, whether it's these badass, whatever. We're tired. Everybody is in the point of the awakening that they are fed the up. But where are the resources to help us out of this space? So that's why everybody's out here angry and agitated, because everybody has identified that there is a definite problem with this world. But nobody, one, knows how to find the resources to help them because everybody's the problem. And two, once they realize that they are the actual problem and they have to do the work, how many people are willing to master themselves? That's what this content right here is about, mastering yourself. Mastering yourself in a practical way. I am applying all of the lessons you read in books, all of the lessons that you're like, okay, that makes sense, but how do I apply it? I am over here explaining practical situations where you can apply all of the learning. Sis, that wasn't for you. That was just for whoever's watching the video. Secondly, to express feminine energy is to be vulnerable. My understanding of feminine energy is upper chakras, and let's look at our upper chakras real quick. The heart, vulnerable. Throat, vulnerable. Mind, vulnerable. Third eye, unless you know how to work with that, vulnerable. So we have all these upper chakras that if we choose to express them, now we are leaving ourselves open to be vulnerable. And to your point, sis, who can we be vulnerable around? But to a point that wasn't made, we're even hard towards our own children. We can't even be vulnerable with something we're raising. So far as I'm concerned, we're making this feminine energy thing up as we go. Because who do we know that's truly moving in feminine energy? I don't know nobody. I just figured out that was my problem. But that's why we ask our higher selves to teach us. Now, my friend, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying be void of masculine energy. And I know I put the disclaimer on many of my videos. Not sure if I did that one. It is very imperative that we all have masculine and feminine energy, a balance, both male and female, and however else you identify, you need to have both. Let's go, John Lonnie Appleton. I am a healthy family advocate. If that is your type of content, please consider following, commenting, sharing, and reposting videos to help grow our community. You get feminine energy, you get masculine energy. All right, I am by no means saying not to have masculine energy. There is a time and a place for everything. I believe there's a time and a place for murder. Maybe not murder. Is killing different than murder? Anyway, if you got to take somebody out, I believe there's a time and place. If you trying to get me, I'm going to get you first, Lord willing. There's a time and a place. So there is a time and a place for masculine energy, for females to move in their masculine. But the problem that we are running across as a people, per my opinion, per the rock that I live under, us women are too damn hard. The thing is, we can't blame our limitations on anyone else. Whenever I say something, someone always comes from the opposite perspective as, well, if they didn't do this, or if this didn't happen, it doesn't matter that this happened. It doesn't matter that they did this. Because when it comes to our personal growth, irregardless of the setting, we need to control ourselves. And I'm not disagreeing with you, friend. You are so right. These men definitely leave us out here feeling like I can't let my guard down. I did not start letting my guard down with my husband until last year. And it's not that my husband knowingly left me feeling vulnerable, because this is something that I have thought about. I was like, why am I just now comfortable enough to put my guard down 5 years later? What was my husband doing or not doing that left me to feel like I still needed to be 10 toes down? And what is it that happened to where I started moving into my feminine energy? And is my feminine energy contingent on his behavior? Especially when we think about expression of feminine energy throughout all aspects of our lives. We should be teaching our daughters how to move in their feminine. I think where we're getting messed up is we're thinking the expression of feminine energy is only in relation to our intimate relationships. I'm hard as hell with my kids. I'm hard as hell in these streets. When I used to cry or get emotional, I would always end that with, "G ain't supposed to cry. What the fuck's going on?" I wasn't comfortable being anyway, moving in love, speaking kindly, thinking nice things about people. That's all feminine energy. Look, yielding to someone in traffic is a form of feminine energy. Helping somebody get something off the shelf in the grocery store is a form of feminine energy. Anytime you reach outside of yourself and you become nurturing like a mother, or you start thinking about others like a mother, you use your tongue to speak life, not death, over your children like a mother. You look in the mirror and you see how beautiful you are, and you accept yourself 100% like a mother. And you tell yourself how beautiful you are like a mother. All of those are expressions of your feminine energy, none of them contingent on the treatment of the male that may or may not be in your life. Again, feminine energy is for everybody. We all possess it. In utero, we all start out the same until the genitalia decides to pop in. So we are the same. And men, you want to know the secret to true submission? Number 1, stop listening to other men about how to make a woman submit. Number 2, treat your woman like the queen you believe she is. And if you don't believe she deserves to be treated like a queen, you got some more work to do. Choosy lovers, you need to be more choosy. Number 2, point A, treat your woman like the queen she deserves to be treated as. True submission is not in the repression of a woman, it's in the upliftment. Now I'm gonna demonstrate for you exactly how a woman's supposed to bow before you. Are you ready? As you lift your woman up, the woman's always gonna reach back for you. And that's how she bows before you. If you are asking a woman to bow before you in any other way but to be your rib, then you've already miscalculated. Treat your woman like a queen, and she'll treat you like the king.